It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On play action, Allen. And his first pass is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 13 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On play action, Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Khalil Shakir.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jets nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bills' 10-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson
From 10 yards out.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 7. Tyler Bass.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
17-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Bills 42, Jets 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quinnen Williams with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen
has his man. It's Shakir.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, Allen. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
38 yards on the play. And the Bills first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throw left side to Kincaid. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Bass on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 49, Jets 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 13-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now it's Allen. And got his man. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards.
A gain of 80 yards.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win,